Deaddrawgaming. Like no one ever was.
Wake up, Deaddrawers, what's going on? It's Danny-O back again for week number 9. That was my singing voice, week number 9 of the studio vlog. We're back, we're rocking it, we're keeping things cool in the same white corner that I always start this recording on. And I'm recording it late at night again because that's how I like to roll. I don't know why. One of these times I'm going to record during the day because then there'll actually be daylight and the lighting won't be terrible. I plan on getting a new camera next month, so Patreon money, patreon.com/Deaddrawgaming, shameless self-promotion. You can go there, check us out, get invited to our Discord, you can chat with us, chat with the pros. A lot of fun, a lot of cool stuff, but you help support the channel, which means the world to us, and helps us purchase like equipment for the stream, the major stream. We got some big news. I'm going to talk about it. We are going to stream the VGC along with the TCG. So on this week's podcast, it probably already came out, but just so you know, we talked about streaming VGC in Madison. It's going to be our first experience. I know nothing about VGC. I haven't played through an entire game in pretty long. I have never played Sun and Moon. I've never played Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. I remember beating Pokemon Blue, and I may have cheated a few times by using that little glitch that you can swim in Cinnabar Island back and forth on the edge and get numerous amounts of rare candy and just blow up everything in the Final Four. I may have done that once or twice or like 5 or 6 times, but what you gonna do? That's all I know about the VGC, and I don't think they play Pokemon Blue in the VGC anymore. Anyways, so there's gonna be 2 different channels, the TCG and the VGC. So if you're a VGC fan, we've got some great commentators already lined up. We've got some work to do ahead of us because we know nothing about it. So drop us a hint down below with, hey, this is what I love about VGC streaming, and this is what you should do. Anyways, back to what I was saying. New camera next month, hopefully. Go to our Patreon page if you want to help support us. It's going to be hoping to get a new camera. If you want to leave some comments down below about what kind of camera I should get, I'm thinking I want to spend around $500, somewhere around there. So I know it's not going to be like supreme top of the line, but I want it to be good so that way this lighting isn't terrible all the time. And that way these vlogs can be a little bit better and we can record even more stuff. So we're going to talk about the things that I've gotten through this week, which really isn't much. This place is still a disaster. I've spent a lot of time recording and opening and buying and selling, really just doing what a business does, and growing my beard. The beard's coming in. It's pretty gross looking, but pretty full. I don't know why I'm not shaving. I just decided I'm not going to shave for a while, so that's cool. The wall of cards looks the same, except it's a little bit less organized than what it was last week because I've been selling a lot of stuff, so I've had to pull a lot of stuff out. But right now we're focused on raising funds for Madison, and that's kind of the main goal. So what I have been doing, and this is really grinds my gears right now, what I have been doing is I've been purchasing a lot of stuff and then turning around and selling at a higher price. Surprise, surprise, that's what a business does, right? Like we buy low, sell high, or we still sell lower than like what you would be able to find at a different storefront usually, but yeah, been buying low, selling higher, closer to retail. So this week I bought a bunch of staples. Last week I bought a bunch of staples, I should say, and it was all like Bridget's and Max Elixirs and Guzmas and Cynthia's and just stuff that's pretty easy to turn. Listed those on TCG Player, got like profit for all of them, shipped everything out. And there was this one guy, his name is Alex. So Alex is somebody who I bought several cards from, and he started messaging me almost daily, like how much for this, how much for this, and I kept responding to him, okay, this, and I had no problems whatsoever with him. And then all of a sudden, last week Friday, he says, hey, I've got some other cards, what would you pay for this? And then he started pulling out like some bigger cards. I'm like, okay, so he had like a Gold Solgaleo and a Full Art Cynthia, and then he started pulling out a Crystal Nidoking. I'm like, okay, well yeah, I'll take that, and this is what I'll pay, and I told him. And then he pulled out a Shining Charizard, and then I was like, okay, I'll take that. Then he pulled out a Gold Star Charizard. Then he pulled out a Gold Star Mew. Then he pulled out a Gold Star Gyarados. Then he pulled out a Gold Star Rayquaza. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll take it all. And I kept making deals with him and telling him what I would pay for everything. In total, I ended up sending him about $1,200 via PayPal. $1,200. And I said to him, hey, dude, can you do me a favor? Make sure you send with tracking, make sure you send insured, and when you ship out on Monday, before you ship out, can you send me a timestamp? And for those of you who don't know what a timestamp is, it's basically just your name and the date on a piece of paper next to all the cards, because then it shows ownership. And I want to make sure that he's got ownership of all these cards that I'm buying, because if I'm spending $1,200, I want to make sure that I'm getting $1,200 worth of cards at least. And he's like, oh yeah, that's no big deal whatsoever. So Saturday goes by, doesn't say anything to me. I follow up with him. I say, hey, are you able to get that to me today? He's like, yeah, sorry man, I'm just really busy with work. Okay, no big deal. Sunday comes around, Easter Sunday. I'm like, hey dude, any updates for him? He's like, oh yeah, I've just been slammed at work, I'll get it for you tonight. And I'm like, okay, no problem whatsoever. Last night goes, Monday rolls around, still nothing from him. So I message him back, I'm like, hey dude, it's been a while now, it's been a few days, like, are you able to ship today? Are you able to send me any of this information? Silence. Nothing. I'm like, okay, this dude obviously scammed me, he ripped me off big time. So this is terrible. Like, I didn't think anything of it because I've had so many good deals with him already. So I was like, oh, this will be fine. And then all of a sudden he's just not going to respond anymore. And I looked at this guy's Facebook, and he's like a father, and he's like trying to do the right thing for his kid and everything. But it turns out he's just a shady guy. Like, he just decided to completely scam me. So I messaged him a few more times, nothing. Luckily, the good thing is that I paid via goods and services on Facebook, because any time that I spend a certain amount of money, I'm like, okay, I'm paying goods and services, it's a purchase, for tax purposes, I'm going to send goods and services, it makes no sense not to, especially if I'm going to get ripped off. So I opened up claims for everything today. The problem is that it's going to take a while for that money to come back to me, so it's more of just a giant nuisance and annoyance, because I'm going to get my money back, which is great, but first of all, the doubt in humanity really bothers me, because it's like that makes you more leery about buying these higher valued cards. And secondly, I've got to wait for my money now, so it's annoying. Like, I messaged him, hey, can I get my money back? No response whatsoever. Okay, fine. So we got to go through the entire system. PayPal messaged me back. They're like, okay, wait until Friday, April 6th, and if you haven't heard anything from then, escalate it to PayPal and we'll make sure you get your money back. But the problem is that then I've got to wait. You've got $1,200. $1,200 is a lot of money to me. Like, if I'm going to give you $1,200 and you tell me you're going to give me $1,200 in goods like the next day, cool. If you start waiting and waiting and waiting and I've spent $1,200 on nothing, like, I'm basically throwing away $1,200 for a week. And that really bothers me. So I'm kind of angry, kind of frustrated, kind of upset, but I digress. I move on. It's not going to break me because we'll get our money back, and that's all that really matters. So frustrated about that. I got scammed. Alex, not happy, bro. It is what it is. I did get some cool stuff in last week. I actually bought a bunch of these. So these are just Skyridge. Have you guys ever, I'm sure you've seen Skyridge before. So this is one of the last sets that WOTC produced, and I just bought a bunch of commons and uncommons from a website that had them for a really good deal. These have all jumped in price quite a bit, and the art on them is so amazing. Skyridge is a very expensive set simply because, first of all, look at that, there's 144 cards in this set, and they've all like got reverse hollows also. So I just bought basically every single common and uncommon that they had. They didn't really have any rares or up. But these have all jumped up to, you know, $2 or $3 a piece, and they're all in pretty good condition, I would say. I mean, they were advertised as near mint. Some of them are definitely lightly played, but for the most part, they're really good. But I want to build master sets of everything, and I figured I can't keep waiting on Skyridge because that set is just going to continue to climb. So I'm really excited about that. I did get Regirock Gold Star in. That's upstairs, but that was... that's near mint. Like, that's a really good card, so I'm super excited about that. Other than that, I guess we can get to our snack pack, and I'll open something up in here. But really, I'm just still upset about getting scammed. It's kind of a slow point right now for regionals. There's not a regional for a few weeks yet, until we have Utah, and then Toronto, and Roanoke, and then Madison. So we're not too far away from Madison now, which is pretty crazy, especially if we're going to be doing a VGC stream also. So let's set the camera up there. We are opening up Crimson Invasion, which is not a fun set. The next set actually comes out in just over a month, so I'm excited about that. Forbidden Light comes out. We are accepting pre-orders if you want to go to the website, Deaddrawgaming.com. We got a white code. Oh, I'm supposed to give the codes away, aren't I? Let me bring that back. There you go. Maybe I didn't give the code away last week. We've got a Metal Energy. We've got Kakuna. We've got Excelgor. We've got Diggersby. We've got Jangmo-O. We've got Mankey. We've got Remoraid, Shellos, Bunnelby, Reverse Hollow is the Salandit, and the holo is an Alolan Marowak. So no EX or GX. In this case, it would have been a GX, but you've got an Alolan Marowak. That's pretty cool, I guess. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the week. Team DDG, gonna represent in Salt Lake City. We just had a special event that happened in Columbia that Caleb ended up winning. So 200 points for Caleb. He moved into the top 5 in North America, top 16. So he has pretty much solidified himself, I think, in top 16 for this season. Way to go, Caleb. And we'll see. We have Frank in there still. Chris still has a shot at top 16. I know he's going to Toronto, and then they'll all be in Madison, which we will be in with our team stage, with our TCG stream, with our VGC stream, and with our booth. Madison's going to be amazing. I hope to see you all there. Make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button, and hopefully next week I'll have some more work done for you, but at least you got back-to-back weeks with a vlog. That's pretty cool. I'm stepping up my game because I hit 2 weeks in a row. Other than that, I've really got nothing for you. So until next time, you guys, peace. Do 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 do.